Hi Capricorn, this is Eileen with your April 2018 Psychic Tarot card reading. And we're starting the month with the High Priestess card. And the High Priestess card, this is a major arcana card, so this is one of your destiny cards. And so, right at the beginning of April, the High Priestess is referring to possibly things going on under the surface that are not obvious at the moment. Maybe there's something going on with people in your life. I feel like this could be relationship matters. It could, for some people, it might be things at work that are kind of bubbling under the surface and haven't come out yet. Maybe changes being made at work, things like that. I am getting that, but I am tuning in on a work level for someone here. I don't know if this is more than one person because I'm not only reading the meanings of the cards, but I'm tuning in on a psychic level also to pass along any messages or info that I'm getting for individuals that could be listening to the reading. And I feel like this might just be one person, it might be more than one. In the work environment at your company, something's bubbling under the surface, but it's going to have good results for you. So I feel like there might be people maybe in management talking about you, like how they would like to maybe move you over to this other department, or maybe elevate your position somehow, or give you a raise, or something where they're kind of talking about how you've been doing a good job, or you're really good at some part of your work that you do, that you're really good, maybe better than anyone else is, or something like that, and that they want to reward you, they want to give you more responsibilities, or perhaps move you up a little bit. Or I'm getting this, what I'm seeing is someone getting moved over. Like maybe you're in a department or in a section of a department where you're not, your responsibilities aren't all that great, or something, or you're not being paid as much or something. And but you've already started doing some of these other parts of a job that typically would pay more if that's all you were doing full time. I'm getting something like that for someone, and the management's looking at moving you into that department where you will, I mean, it just could be a different section of the office, at a different desk or something, but where you're doing solely this particular type of work that you're really good at. And part of it could be dealing with people or something, because I'm feeling like you're real good with people and interacting with people and everything. And it pays better. It's a more enjoyable job altogether. So that might just be one person I'm honing in on here. Anyway, so for you and maybe others too, there might be things just going on under the surface at work that's going to benefit you. I'm not getting really a lot of bad stuff here. And then also I'm getting relationship matters, where for some of you, you feel like maybe, you're not totally aware of everything that's going on with someone you're involved with. Like maybe there's some secrets, or maybe they're not telling you everything, or maybe they're out of town a lot, and you're kind of wondering just how committed they are to you. And I feel like for any of you Capricorn, you need to listen to your intuition, because your intuition will be a little greater in April than usual. Because I feel like with the High Priestess card, it's talking about searching for knowledge, for wisdom, spirituality, delving into your own intuition and your own spirituality, and turning within. So if you don't have all the answers that are being given to you out in the open, listen to your intuition. And I'm also getting someone who's in a good relationship with someone who's actually, I feel like, making plans more in the way of wanting to propose marriage or something to you. So there's some good things for some of you who are in a relationship, and things are going well, that someone might be a little secretive, but they're being secretive in a good way, like they want to propose marriage or offer you something in some way or another. They want to make you a bigger part of their life, and they're ready to let you know that. So altogether, a good card for a lot of you Capricorns in the month of April. Next, we have the Ten of Wands. So a lot of you Capricorns may be feeling that you have been working so hard and you're feeling overburdened. You're feeling like, you know, how much more of this do you have to endure? So, and Capricorns are hard-working people. That's the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I mean, they are workers. They really they can carry a lot on their shoulders. They're typically just very strong and healthy people, and they like their sound foundation under them, and they're willing to work to have a solid foundation, to have the financial prosperity, success that they need, to have a good home, to have security, job security, security in their home life. And so they take on the burdens. A lot of times they'll take on more work than maybe some of their coworkers will, or maybe someone else in a similar position, because I'm even tuning into self-employed Capricorns who just, they take on those responsibilities and work. So a lot of you Capricorns in April, you might be feeling exhausted. And the message of this 10 of Wands card is to try to find some balance. Take a break, stop, have some rest, you know, have a nice relaxing weekend or something, and just enjoy yourself. Try to add a little more balance. And also what I'm getting here, try to ask others for help. See whether it's at home, in the work environment, whatever. I feel like for a number of you Capricorns, you're taking on so many responsibilities and so much work. A lot of it could be in your job. A lot of it could be at home, or a combination of the two is what I'm getting for a number of people. And I feel like overall, for most of you, there's other people around that you can kind of delegate some of your chores to, some of your responsibility to. I think you should be contemplating doing this, and go ahead and let up a little bit. You don't have to do everything yourself. So for those of you who have just been, or in the habit, I'm just getting, some of you are really in the habit of just taking on responsibilities. Don't ask questions. You just start working. You go to work and you just do it because work has to be done. But I think and you're not necessarily condemning others who aren't working, as you just feel like, okay, I've got to take these responsibilities and just get them done. But I think a lot of you who are in that position in April, go ahead, look around you, whether it's in the work environment and your home environment. See if some other people can take a few of those burdens off your back, so you're living a little more balanced life. And let's see. And also, I'm tuning in too on a romantic level. I feel like someone is, this might be you, Capricorn, that I'm getting, who's being overworked, but I'm feeling like you're looking at wanting to make a commitment with someone, is what I'm getting. You might already have this person in your life, or you've got your eyes set on someone that you're really interested in. And I do feel it's a very compatible situation between you and the other person, and they are receptive to you. And this could turn out to be a good relationship for the both of you. You might already be just started the relationship, or you're just getting up to that point. I do feel this is a previous life connection between you and that other person, and that it's a good, happy connection is what I'm feeling like. So, okay, and then the next card we have is the Emperor. And now this is another major arcana card, so it's another destiny card. And the Emperor is really a strong figure, very authoritative and knowledgeable, and influential, successful. And I feel like a lot of you Capricorns in the month of April, that you're going to be embodying the traits, a lot of the traits of the Emperor in April, just in your, maybe in the way you're making decisions for your life. Some of you, I feel, are already in a good position in your area of work, at your job, and you might already be in a position of authority of some sort in your work that you do. But I don't feel that you let it go to your head too much. I feel like you're just really a hardworking person. You're very intelligent. You're very good at looking at the big picture, making plans, delegating and organizing and doing all those kind of things in your life, both at work and at home. And and I feel like if you're married or have a family, that you're a good provider at home. Like you're very responsible, and do well in your line of work, whether you're self-employed or you work for other people. And I just feel a lot of you Capricorns in the month of April, you're embodying these traits of the Emperor, where you're just feeling calm and making good logical decisions in your life, whether it's for in the work environment or in your personal lives. And let's see what else I'm getting here. This is just a really good omen to have this in general. It does represent a certain amount of financial stability and success. So I'm just getting overall a lot of good energy here. And again, I'm tuning in. There must be a number of people. I'm tuning into someone who's comfortable financially, and you're looking at, now I feel like some of you might already be married or have your mate with you now, already be with that special person. But I'm feeling like some of you are in a good position now. You feel like you've laid your foundation. You're doing well financially. You're comfortable. Your life in so many ways is the way you want it. And now you're looking at making a long-term commitment with someone. So some of you might be engaged in April, and you're looking towards your life going forward and everything with this person and having a family. And I feel like some of you might already have a family and be doing well and be prospering in your lives, both at work and in your home life. And it's kind of like, it didn't happen by chance. You've put in the work, put out the effort, you stay on top of things, you stay focused, you're very committed in whatever you do, whether it's at work or in your family life, in your personal life. So for a lot of you Capricorns, a good destiny card all the way around in 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 April. And for some of you that are not embodying these traits of the Emperor in April, I feel like someone's going to come into your life in April that will have these traits. And I feel like it's most likely, I think what I'm looking at is, because we all have a certain amount of male and female energy, it could be male or female, but I'm feeling this is a male energy Emperor that comes into someone's life, and I'm feeling like most likely it's a female, he comes into your life, but I'm not certain of that. But I do feel it's a male energy that will come into your life, Capricorn, in April. And I feel like he might already be circulating around you, whoever this is for. So that there's already someone of these traits who's around in your environment and looking at you and wondering if perhaps you could be that right partner for him. That's what I'm getting, because I feel like he hasn't gotten to know you well enough yet to know, but he's looking at you and wants to get to know you better. Okay, and next we have the Two of Wands. And with the Two of Wands, it's showing that a lot of you Capricorns have been making progress. You've made initial progress in your lives, in your work environment, and now it's really showing you just need to stay focused and keep moving forward. And also it pertains to a possibility of some sort of partnership. Possibly some of you, it might be in the work area that you might start working with someone else in your, like if you're self-employed, you might start working with a partner, or if you might be starting some new venture with another person. And though I'm also tuning in to someone, and maybe more than someone, who's looking at the possibility of relocating, moving to a different location. And I do feel like there's in a lot of ways, it's work related. And the wands, those relate to the fire signs, and those are usually action cards and relating to action and work and things like that anyway. So I am feeling that some of you might have new job opportunities where you've got your one job that really isn't bad, that you've been doing fine at, but you're considering, I'm feeling like one of you or some of you might be considering relocating to go work at another job, because there's an offer that's looking kind of shiny for somebody. And so you're really considering this, and it would be a different climate kind of that you, I mean, it could be, you know, it might be just moving from one state to another. I mean, this as an example, maybe you're living in the eastern part of the US, it gets a whole lot of cold weather, and you're thinking of relocating to the western side of the US that has a lot milder and warmer weather. It could be something like that, that someone's got that opportunity because there's a job opportunity maybe out west, and maybe you're currently living on the eastern part of the US. It's something like that for someone, and it's looking pretty shiny and sparkly to you. You're really wondering if you want to, even though you know you're solid and you're safe and you're in a secure position where you are, and you might have family around you nearby or something, and your friends that you've established over the years. So you're not sure. It's like it's tempting, but you're not sure because you do like your stability. So being an earth sign, and that's understandable. And I feel like you've established quite a bit for yourself already. So you don't want to give that up easily. But it's like there's some kind of little temptation, almost like you wish you could have your cake and eat it too. So that's a decision has to be made, it looks like. Okay, next we have the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords, for a lot of you Capricorns, this is good news, because for a lot of people that have had difficulties and challenges, possibly in your personal lives or financially, the Six of Swords is talking about moving away from the difficulties, moving forward into calmer waters, into better times ahead. And I am feeling that some of you, this is relating to relationship matters. I'm getting a sense I might be tuning into someone who's actually going through a divorce or already has been divorced. There's something about some kind of separation, divorce I'm tuning into for someone, and you're moving away from that. And it's been a difficult time. I feel like it was a very difficult time because the person I'm tuning into feels like you like peace in your life. You don't want controversy. You don't want to be fighting and arguing or whatever. You want peace. You want things to be calm and peaceful. And so it's like that relationship has ended, or maybe it's continuing to be ending now, and you're moving on with your life and moving. You might be relocating to another area, but you're going to better times. You're going to something good. I feel like some of you might be moving to where you know people. You might be moving to another. I mean, for some of you, it might just be across town. For others, it might be to another state or another city. But I'm feeling friendly people waiting for you. It makes me feel like maybe you have friends, maybe you have relatives, maybe it's some co-workers that moved over to, for some people it might be work related. You might have some people you've worked with before that are at this other company now, and you're going to join them. For some people it just feels like you've got your back to something that was uptight and difficult and challenging, and it just may have even made, for some of you, it may have made you just close yourself off to those people because you didn't want to deal with all the controversy and the difficulties involved in those relationships. And I'm feeling for some of you, it's personal relationships that were just got too intense and too difficult. And for others, it may have been something in the work environment. I think I'm tuning into somebody where something at their business where they worked didn't work out. It could be the business had dwindled and wasn't doing well, and you had to move on and go find another job or something. I'm not sure. I'm getting a variety of situations I'm tuning into for different people. But what stands out the most are some personal relationships that it ranges anywhere from people who were just somebody who was just involved with somebody else and it didn't work out well, to people who were married and are getting divorced or have gotten divorced and now you're moving on. But regardless, a lot of Capricorns in April will be moving towards better times. And even though you're not ready to really celebrate and jump up and down and say, oh, great, I'm so happy now, you're feeling calmer. You're focused on your future and where you're going in front of you. And you feel calm because you feel safe from whatever it was, whatever that was causing you stress in those situations, you're feeling better. For some people, it might even be some financial problems and whatever, but now maybe you've got a better paying job you're going to, or some other situation that's going to make you feel more secure. But better times ahead for a lot of Capricorns. In April, you're just making your progress slowly but surely, to get to a place that's happier for you and more peaceful and calmer. And I'm just feeling a lot of you are just going to just feel like a burden was off your shoulders after you make these transitions you're making. Okay, and then next we have the Page of Cups. And cups are talking about feelings and emotions and love. And so the Page of Cups has to do with a messages of love, or messages that maybe happy news of some sort. So for some of you, I feel like there's romance in the air. That's what I feel like for some of you Capricorns, that you've got someone professing love to you, or someone, even if they're not, I'm tuning into somebody that may not be real good about expressing what's in their heart and saying it with words. It's like they want to. It's kind of like it's on the tip of their tongue, but they don't quite come out and say, I love you, or I really want to spend all my life with you, or whatever. But they show it. You know, they're showing the love for you. They're showing you in different ways their affection they have for you and their admiration, and that they just are happy when they're with you and want to be around you. And I think for some of you, you might be actually being proposed to in the month of April also. And let's see what else I'm getting here. Just overall, it does pertain to good news. Sometimes it's relating to someone, you know, who's pregnant or given birth, or just overall good news of an emotional nature, and with love and feelings and that sort of thing. Now, also, I'm getting for someone that you've got someone around you. This is representing someone. The Page of Cups is representing a person around you who's interested in you. And this person is having a hard time just letting you know that they're interested in you. So it might be somebody in your work environment. I wouldn't be surprised, because I feel like this person's just around you, but not like, if it is in the work environment, I don't feel like you work side by side with them. I feel like maybe they work at your company, and so they're around part of the time, but not all the time. It's like they, you know, stop in temporarily for a few minutes for something, or maybe they're at the other side of the building, or I'm not sure. And it could be could be what I'm tuning into is maybe they live near you. You know, maybe it's like somebody in your neighborhood that you kind of see around here and there, wherever it is. And it could also be in a social environment that you see this person. I just feel like they're attracted to you. They want to get to know you. And I feel like this is an attractive young person, maybe in their 20s, possibly 30s. I think I'm more tuning into somebody in their 20s, and has a nice, even-tempered personality, just intelligent, nice person, very down to earth, and they really want to get to know you, Capricorn. I feel like someone's admiring you, and they're making their way to chat with you. You may have already spoken briefly with this person, and they feel comfortable around you. They're very attracted to you. And this is a nice person to get to know also. I feel like they're honest and good and very down to earth. And it's just a nice, sensitive, considerate, respectful kind of person. A good person. That's what I feel like. Okay, next we have the Seven of Swords. And with the Seven of Swords, this is talking about, now this, I'm getting different scenarios for different people here. But overall, with the Seven of Swords, you have to be careful of those people who would want to take advantage of you, because it can relate. For some of you, it can relate to someone, I mean, literally stealing something from you and not having any kind of conscience or guilt about it. So it's saying be cautious in that area, that you're not trusting strangers or trusting someone you don't know real well. who might have easy access to some kind of belongings of yours or whatever. I would say, as an example, let's say you're having some person come over and do some kind of repair work at your home or something. Make sure you don't leave them unattended, where they can go and maybe help themselves to some of your belongings or your information that and your paperwork or something that might be out, that type of thing. Protect yourself. Guard against those things, because some of you, and this is not everybody, I feel like some of you Capricorns are going to have this type of character around you at some point in April. So you need to just be on guard and be cautious, and don't just assume because somebody comes from, in the event it is someone who's working for a company and comes over to do some work at your place or whatever, or even somebody, it could be something like a mechanic working on your car and trying to cheat you and overcharge you. But I just feel like it's deceptiveness that you need to be on guard for. So just keep your eyes and ears perked. Listen to your intuition about people especially. And then also, I feel for some of you Capricorns, this is relating to somebody in a relationship matter that's totally not trustworthy, totally insincere. But I feel like the relationship matter here I'm tuning into, this might be for more than one person, you already know about it. It's almost like you already know what this person's up to, is what I'm feeling like. It's just obvious. And all you have to do is just look at them and listen to your feelings a little bit. To me, it's pretty obvious. So anyway, just be on guard. And also, if you're making any purchases or anything, read over the fine print. Don't just do things in a trusting manner. That's good advice any time of year, but especially in April, just be on guard. And this is not for everybody. I feel like this card's relating for some of you Capricorns who'll see the video. Okay, next is the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands, now this is a good action card. Again, Wands, dealing with the fire signs, action, work, progress, things moving forward. So what the Eight of Wands is telling us is that for those of you who have been waiting on something and there have been delays, maybe you've been waiting to move to a new location. And let's say you've been checking around and you haven't been able to find something you're really happy with. This is indicating that something might just come available all of a sudden, where you just have to act on it right away, because you just almost kind of like you get swept up and you just have to hurry up and pick up and go for it. And there's something that's going to be a lot better for you that you'll be pleased with. Now, for others, it might have to do with a work situation. For some of you who have been waiting for information, maybe about a job transfer or a promotion or a new job that you've applied to, that they acted real interested in you, and you're waiting and waiting and you haven't heard anything yet. For those of you, some of you might end up getting that good news you were looking for, like, okay, they've got the go ahead to give you the job and they want you to get started right away or whatever. I'm also tuning in for some of you, this has to do with relocating, maybe with a job where someone's giving you the green light and saying, okay, we need you to relocate. You got the job and you're moving out to California or to wherever, and we'll take care of a lot of the details for you or something like that. So I just feel like, and then for others of you, maybe there's money you've been waiting on that someone owed to you, or some other kind of situation was going on, and so that might be released to you finally. So it's different scenarios for different people. But overall, a good card, because it's saying things start moving now after setbacks and delays. Good news, activity, you're making progress. And for some people, it might just refer to traveling. You might take a trip somewhere in April. So a lot of action. It's relating to action and movement and progress. So just get your things in order. For those of you who have been waiting and there have been delays, just kind of try to be lining things up in April so you're ready for the movement forward when that is presented to you. And then the next card we have is the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles, now, this is talking about juggling. like a lot of you Capricorns already do a lot of juggling in your lives between your work and your personal life. But I'm feeling a lot of really good energy from this card. I feel like for a lot of you that you're doing well in your work, you're making money, you're making progress, you're feeling good, you're confident in yourselves, and because you know your job really well and you do a good job, and that you are accustomed to juggling and getting things done. You see progress in your life, that you're making progress towards your goals, and on whether it's in the workplace or on projects you're working on, that you're focused. And what I'm getting from this Two of Pentacles card, Capricorns, is that in April you have no trouble staying focused and balancing all your activities, your responsibilities, whatever you're doing in your work and other areas of your lives, that you're going to stay focused and continue to do this because you're seeing results for yourselves in your lives, and you're seeing that you're making progress and you're pleased with that, and you're not willing to do less. I feel like you're just made for this. You're built like this. That's what I feel a lot of you are, that I'm looking at here, that this is just the way you're made. You were born this way, to be able to work, stay focused, set your goals, lay your foundations. I get a lot of good intellect there, intelligence and health, kind of like a strength, like being strong and everything, and just kind of moving forward and getting things done. And I'm feeling like for someone I'm tuning into here more on the romantic level, that, let me see here. I feel like for some of you that this might just be one person, that you have someone like this who is, I feel like this person's around you right now. I feel like this is a male I'm picturing, and I feel like he's around you and he's very attracted to you. He feels like he's got kind of a take charge personality, but not too pushy, but very determined, knows what he wants. And it just feels like he's interested in you, and he feels like you're not giving him all of the, how should I say this? You're not acting like you really necessarily want to be with him, but I feel like he looks at you like he wants to get to know you better, and he thinks you might be the right one for him. And it just looks like he's kind of focused, not in a bad way, but he's focused on you and feels like you're not really paying attention to him the way he wants you to. So I feel like this might be someone I don't know if you've been on a date with him or not. It might be someone around you who is, they want you just to pay attention to them, and they don't think you're paying enough attention. That's what I'm feeling like. Like you seem to be kind of thinking about other things and not really focusing on him. I feel like it's a guy, and he wants you to be looking at him like, why don't you pay more attention to me? Can't you see how good I am at my job, or how I'm doing well financially, or this or that, whatever it is. He wants you to be noticing him more and kind of admiring him, and like, oh wow, in some way or another, like you're impressed a little bit, not overly impressed, but like he wants you to look at him like he's a good quality guy, like he's a good catch, and he doesn't feel like you're doing that. So whoever this is, maybe you're not noticing him. Maybe I feel like you might have other things on your mind and you're focusing on other things, but he's watching you. So he looks like he will probably continue to be around you somehow or another and try to get your attention. That's what I feel like, whoever this is I'm tuning into. Okay, and then the last card we have is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Pentacles, of course, refer to the earth signs. And we have the Two of Pentacles here, and now the Knight of Pentacles. And which is the Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn signs. And the Knight of Pentacles is talking about that you're going to continue to have eventual success. and positive outcomes for the things you're working towards in your lives, Capricorn. And it's just typical of Capricorn, because this is the Knight of Pentacles is like a Capricorn figure here who makes slow, steady progress. They just keep moving forward on their plans and their goals and stay focused, and they lay their foundation. They don't want to jump around, and they don't have to get things done overnight because they want things to be done the right way. And so this is a good omen for a lot of you Capricorns, and it's saying that you're going to have the success that you deserve because you work for it. You focus, you go forward, you get things done. Sometimes your progress is slow, sometimes it's go a little faster, but overall, you know you're very solid. You have your feet solid on the ground. You want a firm foundation under you, and that's your life. Now, I do feel like on a more romantic level, this Knight of Pentacles is representing someone in the romantic sense who, and they might be of the earth signs like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or have a lot of that in their chart. And I'm feeling this is someone coming towards one of you Capricorns who watch the video. Maybe this is about more than one person who is going to be very interested in making an offer of love to you, and who wants to have a family, who wants to be married, have a family. And I'm feeling like this is a good catch too. This particular Knight of Pentacles that I'm tuning into, I feel like it's a male. He is a good catch because of the fact that he does embody so many good traits, and he doesn't have a supersized ego to go with it. You know, he's confident, he's solid, he's strong, but he's not bragging and overly egotistical or anything like that. He's just a really solid guy is what I get. Excuse me. And I'm feeling like you're going to meet him. If you haven't met this guy, this is somebody I'm tuning into. And I feel like you're going to be attracted to him. The person I'm tuning into that this is for, I feel like you have a nice, pleasant personality. You're attractive. You might be in your 20s or something. And this could be 30s, maybe early 30s. Excuse me. Let me get some water. And I feel like you're very pretty is what I feel like. You're very attractive and pleasant. You're a sweet, nice person. And he sees that in you. And he knows, you know, he's a well-balanced, good, solid kind of guy. He wants a good, solid life, and he wants to have a family, get married, and have kids and all that. And he's interested in you. And I feel like you two might already be acquainted. Or if not, you might get acquainted in the month of April. It just feels like the two of you, your energy is circulating for each other to get together. I feel like this is meant to be. I really do. This is like heaven sent. I believe in reincarnation. The two of you may have been together in a previous lifetime, but you're supposed to get together, and it feels happy. It feels light. It feels very, very nice. So this might just be one person I'm tuning into for, but I mean, it could be more than one, but it feels really light and nice and happy, and it's just a pure kind of love. It feels so good. Like the two of you are going to meet if you haven't met already and start getting acquainted and start dating, and it just feels light and pleasant and easygoing, but it develops into love in a relatively short time. It's kind of like especially because he's really focused on having a family and, you know, settling down, having a good life. He wants to have a good life with the right person for him. Okay, and now what I want to do next is I'm going to pull, this deck here I've been using. This is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. What I'm going to do next is pull one card from the Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue. So let me shuffle these. And please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. And if you have subscribed already, thank you. I thank you for your subscriptions. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, so I'm shuffling the Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. So I need a message for Capricorn for the month of April 2018. What's the message for Capricorn for April of 2018? Capricorn. April 2018. What's the message for Capricorn for April 2018? Capricorn, April 2018. One more shuffle. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm going to fan these out. Okay, this one, I think it's this one here. Okay, this says Ace of Winter. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. Okay, that's a good message. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas should be implemented. Okay. All right, good. That's a good message. All right, let me see. Now I'm going to pull one card from Nature's Whispers by, let's see, this is by Angela Hartfield with artwork by Josephine Wall. So what's the message for Capricorn for April of 18? Capricorn, what's the message for Capricorn of April for 2018? Capricorn, I need one card for Capricorn. These are always really, they're so new, they're just kind of hard to, and it could be the card stock they're on too. It's kind of difficult to shuffle them. Okay, one more shuffle. This is for Capricorn for April 2018. What's the message for Capricorn? April 2018. Oh, I think it's this one here. I don't know what's going on with this. This card keeps getting pulled over and over and over again. It's some kind of a big message for a lot of people because, and I showed this on the previous, this is Illumination. Let me show you the card up close. Got all kind of beautiful little details and everything. It's like she's riding on a big insect. Illumination, that's number 2. I pulled this, I don't even know how many times. These cards, they're all identical. There's no turned up corners. There's no possible way of me to know that I'm picking that card. I just keep pulling it. So it's some kind of a message a lot of people are supposed to hear. Okay, Illumination, number 2. Just as a full moon sheds its light on our world, you are being shown that there is hope and guidance for you. Have faith. Just holding on to a belief in yourself will plant the seed of manifestation in your life. You are being asked to release any worry or fear that you may be harboring. The clarity you desire is at hand. All you need is something in which to place your faith. So trust in yourself, your support, and the divine. You will be assisted in difficult times. This can also signify inspiration and new love. There is a shedding of light on hidden treasures or surprises. Okay, I mean, it's a great message, but I have no idea why that card keeps coming up over and over again. Okay, last but not least, I will pick one card from Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so I need a message for Capricorn for April 18. What's the message for Capricorn for April 2018? Capricorn, April 2018. What's the message for Capricorn for April 2018? Okay, let's see. One more shuffle. Capricorn, April 2018. What's the card and the message for Capricorn for April 2018? Okay. This says, Rochelle, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Oh, I like that message. As you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Great cards, Capricorn. Okay, well, April looks pretty good. For a lot of Capricorns, just be open to it because the law of attraction is in place for all of us. We need to be looking and expecting good and planning for good and try not to be focusing on the negative things that pop up in front of us and try to keep focusing on the good and how you want your life so you can attract all the good things that the universe is opening up to you with. All right, Capricorn, well, great. Thank you so much for watching my video, and Please subscribe if you haven't done so, so you'll be notified when new videos arrive. And also you can check your rising moon signs as they come available. If anybody would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. And thank you, and have a great April, Capricorn.